Welcome to Show Me Your Moves, a what-if series that focuses on different video game characters and what it could be like if they were included in Super Smash Bros. In each episode, we'll be taking a character from a beloved franchise and thinking up a full-blown moveset for the fighter, a possible stage they could bring with them, a variety of songs to brawl to, and even brainstorming a couple extras, like alternate costumes for the character, Mii costumes based on their series, and more. For the debut episode of this show, we'll be talking about one of my favorite video game characters ever. In the year 2552, humanity is under attack by a deadly alien alliance known as the Covenant. Our very fate lies in the hands of one highly advanced super soldier. Wielding his Mjolnir-powered assault armor and being aided by an AI companion, he'll use every weapon in his arsenal to save not just humanity, but the entire universe. The name of the game is Halo, and the character we'll be focusing on today is none other than Spartan John 117, the Master Chief. To give some background on Halo and Master Chief, Halo is a first-person shooter franchise that originated on Xbox. The first game, Halo Combat Evolved, launched in 2001 and was met with both critical and commercial acclaim. Reviewers praised the game for its phenomenal level design, open-ended sandbox environments, and fantastic enemy AI, while players got sucked into the space opera story about genetically enhanced super soldier Master Chief, and his digital companion Cortana saving the galaxy from aliens trying to activate planet-sized doomsday devices called Halos. In addition to the campaign mode, there was also a fantastic multiplayer component. You take all the weapons, vehicles, and chaotic mayhem from the single player, throw two teams of Spartans against each other, red versus blue style, and you have a recipe for some of the most fun I've experienced in a multiplayer game. Running over people in a warthog, stealing a flag from behind someone's back, and most importantly, getting those sweet 3-shot kills with the Halo 1 pistol. Yes, Halo Combat Evolved was truly special, and with all the success and accolades it received, a sequel was practically guaranteed. A few years later, Master Chief returned in Halo 2, bringing along with him a host of new ideas and improvements. And that was when Halo solidified itself as a classic gaming franchise that wasn't going anywhere. More mainline games, spin-off games, books, TV shows, you name it. Halo had become a juggernaut, and ironically, the ever-masked Master Chief became the face for the legendary series. As you can tell, I could fawn over Halo for hours. After Pokemon, this is the franchise that I feel defined me and what I value in games. Atmosphere, exploration, stellar encounter design, wild, frenetic action, multiplayer hijinks. Halo was, and honestly still is, pretty awesome, and that's why I hope that someday Master Chief gets the honor of being in Super Smash. Let's get into ideas for Master Chief's potential Smash Bros. Moveset. First thing we've got to talk about is the MCs from a first-person shooter, so naturally, I think most of his moves would revolve around the iconic weapons from the Halo series. A lot of Halo's weapons are very fantastical and sci-fi, like the Energy Sword or Crystal Fiery Needler. But on the other hand, there are guns that approach a more realistic depiction, like the Human Assault Rifle and Shotgun. This gets into a hotly contested topic among the community, where people argue that grounded depictions of firearms are taboo for Smash. And while I can't really push back against those concerns, what I can say is that if Master Chief's human weapons fired very stylized bullets, or had some kind of effect on them that made them look less realistic per se, I think he could still use them as a core part of his moveset. The second thing I want to bring up is the overall feel and weight of the character. Master Chief is something of a paradox, because within the Halo universe, the Spartan super soldiers wear incredibly heavy, Mjolnir-powered assault armor, which is 1,000 pounds of pure titanium given energy by a mini-nuclear reactor. Despite being literal walking tanks, however, Spartans move nimbly, and we've seen Master Chief and his squad do incredible feats of acrobatics, precision, and strength. I would love it if Sakurai found a way to balance both of these attributes for Master Chief, where he's weighty but doesn't necessarily feel ultra slow. Okay, going over the actual move list now, Master Chief's neutral attack would consist of him shooting his standard issue assault rifle in front of him. This would function a little differently than other neutral attacks, and he can move forward while he shoots, similar to Mega Man, and he can also aim his bullet stream around using the left stick. This is meant to mimic the first-person shooter element of Halo, and if I'm being honest, this is one of the few things in Chief's moveset that does that. Another thing I should mention about the neutral attack is that there's an ammo counter down by MC's health, and the first row of ammo he uses is high-impact ammo, which essentially will make the target flinch. As I was doing research for this video, I found out that every neutral attack in Smash Bros causes the enemy to flinch. So Master Chief's assault rifle works a little differently in that the first couple seconds of shots will cause damage that makes the enemy flinch like a normal neutral attack, and then after that the bullets will just do damage without causing any kind of knockback to the opponent. Chief's forward tilt would be a classic Halo melee attack with the assault rifle. Essentially a one-and-done close-range whack that would get enemies out of his space. When doing an up tilt, MC takes out his classic Magnum pistol and swings it in an upward arc, using the blunt side of it to strike foes. He'd actually shoot it in a different move, but for this attack, he'd be referencing the iconic pistol melee from Halo 1. His down tilt attack would be a very combative leg sweep that strikes the opponent. We haven't talked about it yet, but Master Chief's origin consisted of him being abducted as a child and trained at a military boot camp for all his life. Not the most comforting origin story ever, but the point is that he has years of expert military experience, and his leg sweep would be one of the moves in his arsenal. Master Chief's dash attack would be the Spartan Charge from Halo 5. With his moveset pulling from so many different weapons across the franchise, I wanted to try and work something from MC's recent adventures into the mix. This deadly propulsion-fueled tackle would give serious knockback and definitely leave a mark. Getting into the Chief's smash attacks, his side smash would be a shotgun blast that you can charge up. The longer you hold it, the further the burst of shells will go, and the easier you'll be able to blow enemies away. Continuing on the trend of attacks with range, MC's up smash would see the super soldier pulling out a Spartan laser and firing it straight up. This would be reminiscent of Palutena's giant laser beam, and the longer you charge this blazer, the further up it will go. For the down smash attack, Chief slashes behind him with the Brute Shot's blade and then uses it to blast the ground in front of him. Most down smashes have a wide horizontal reach, and this 1-2 combo with the Brute Shot would be the Chief's way of attacking multiple people. Moving on to his array of special attacks, Master Chief's neutral special would consist of him throwing a plasma grenade that can stick onto people. Much like Snake, the longer you hold down the button, the further the nade will be tossed. When you hold side special, the energy sword icon will show up in front of Master Chief, and you can move it around in a circular radius. It will glow red when over a player, and you can release the special attack button to lunge at them with the sword. This has priority over most moves, and it can be strung along with many other attacks as well as used in the air. MC's recovery move would be a classic rocket jump. This is something that Halo players have used for years to break boundaries and access secret areas, and in Smash, this would translate as Master Chief using a rocket to cause an explosion beneath him that propels him upwards. The final Smash attack is a counter, and yes, I know that we have way too many characters with counters already, but I think this move gives Master Chief a little more sustainability. When you use this attack, the Spartan primes himself for whatever strike is coming his way, and when it hits, he overloads his shields, causing an electric blast to surge around him. While jumping, Master Chief can perform a myriad of attacks. His neutral air is something I'm calling the Thruster Spin Punch, which features MC overloading his suit's internal thrusters and using them to spin in the air, striking opponents while doing so. His forward air allows him to pull out a Needler and sharply slash those in front of him. If you hold down the attack button, he'll fire Needler shards after the swipe, which will launch diagonally downwards. With his back air, he pulls out the Combat Evolved Magnum once more and fires a piercing shot a short ways behind him. The up air would be just a straight-up Superman punch, which would have a long reach and showcase the immense strength of the Spartan super soldiers. Last but not least, we have the down air, which I picture being a move similar to the Halo Reach aerial assassination, where Chief thrusts his arms down in the air. The next section of moves is Master Chief's grabs. I didn't go through and pick any specific moves for each directional throw, but I do think that any number of the unique assassination animations found in Halo 5 could work out well. Some would definitely have to be toned down a little bit, but personally I would be content if Supernova was a back throw, Spartan Kick was a forward throw, and Backbreaker was a down throw. I had a lot of preliminary thoughts on what Master Chief's final smash could be, but in the end, I think a more cinematic one fits Halo's atmosphere better, so that's what I went with. If you remember back to Halo 2, there's a moment where Master Chief gives the Covenant back their bomb by skydiving through space and hurling it back at their ship. Basically, take that concept, replace Covenant ship with enemy Smash character, and then condense it down into a quick and epic final smash. When thinking about areas iconic to the Halo franchise that would translate well into Smash stages, two ideas jumped out to me immediately. The first is a stage based on the second level of Halo Combat Evolved, aptly titled Halo. The mission starts with Chief and Cortana crash landing on the actual Halo ring itself after the Covenant attacked their space cruiser. They have to search for survivors and regroup on this alien Discworld, all while defending themselves from the menacing elites, grunts, and jackal snipers hunting them down. This is one of the most iconic missions in Halo, and I imagine the layout of this stage looking something like this. It would be set on a small bridge in between the two sides of the canyon. On one side, you can see the escape pod Master Chief crash landed in. On the other, you can see the numerous Covenant forces setting up their defenses. And above the sweeping gorge, you actually can see the distinct visual of the Halo ring that you're on. Now, to spice up this idea a bit, every once in a while, some of the background elements will take aim and fire at you. A grunt will hop into an energy turret and take aim at you, a wraith will fade in over the horizon and shoot a blazing hot plasma shot at the bridge, or a Banshee aircraft might swoop down and shoot a fuel rod shot at your location. This can be toggled off with the stage hazard switch to make just a standard walk-off stage, but if that's a little too basic for you, these elements can supply a frenetic energy. The second stage idea comes from Halo 1's classic multiplayer. There's a map called Blood Gulch that I dare say is one of the most iconic FPS maps of all time. It's a boxed-in canyon that has vehicles, snipers, a rocket, and usually in my experience, someone getting upset that I keep running them over in a Warthog. Anyways, this is an extremely memorable map, and I think a Smash stage could be set within it. It will look something like this, where it's another walk-off stage, but this time set smack dab in the middle of Blood Gulch's canyon. Halo's music is incredibly iconic. It's a mixture of big, sweeping orchestral tunes and rocking guitar jams. It helps support the Halo game's incredible atmosphere of alien worlds and ancient wonder, and seriously, the Halo soundtracks are all fantastic. While writing this video, I realized I couldn't really play any of the tracks themselves in their entirety for you to listen to, but I did compile a list of roughly around 20 Halo songs that are awesome and could accompany Master Chief's foray into Smash. This ranges from the core games to the spin-offs, from upbeat battle tunes to melodic ballads. Halo has it all, and I think Smash should as well. Let's quickly go through some extra details about Master Chief in Smash. When it comes to alternate costumes and colors, you have to go with the classic Spartan hues found in the Halo games. For actual alternate costumes, Chief could wear the armor found in different games. I'm sure Halo 2's Mark 6 armor would be his default variant, but we could see Halo 1's Mark 5 and even Halo 4's armor show up too. For Mii costumes, the Arbiter, Chief's right-hand alien, could be seamlessly transformed into a Mii swordsman, including an energy sword. The Mii Gunner could wear a rather standard UNSC soldier costume, and the Brawler could transform into Cortana. Well, what do you think? Are you on board the Master Chief Warthog train with me now? Maybe I missed a cool idea that would work well in his moveset. Feel free to share all your thoughts and opinions below. Until next time, I'm Mr. Buddy, and show me your moves!